FOMO. What happens if you don't look at your phone? The internet, boon or bane, that's not what we're here to discuss. But the internet has multiplied the number of ways we can communicate with each other. First, we have the one-to-one message, which is your direct message, your DMs, or your emails. And then you have one-to-many. That's your Instagram posts, or your Facebook posts, or WhatsApp group messages. One of the most important parts of online communication is how we portray ourselves to others, where we always show only our best side. We post pictures of perfect holidays, perfect parties, perfect skin, perfect scores, college admissions, and that's where the vicious cycle begins. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I was a victim of this too, and I still sometimes think I am. Hasn't everyone had that moment where we're just sitting bored, alone in a room, and we just look at our phone and we just start scrolling through our phone? But what are we looking for? We basically want to see that others have seen us. We seek validation, we seek recognition, and a share or a retweet or a like is proof of that. When we look at social media, we also see the apparently perfect lives of our friends, which we're not part of. It seems as though they're doing something better than us, more productive than us. It seems as though they have something better than us. This is where FOMO comes in. And before we talk about the fear of missing out, let's just talk about what fear is. Fear is not knowing what may or may not happen in the future. That basically means we're suffering from something that does not exist. Now let's come to the missing out part of the entire equation. Success does not mean you have everything figured out. Look at Jeff Bezos' divorce, for example. He's still learning. He hasn't figured that out. How the entire relationship side works. Today, the ideal idea of success is doing something better than somebody else. This basically means you're enjoying other people's failures. And I heard this quote from South Korea. If you're enjoying other people's failures, that's sickness, that's not success. If I miss this party, am I missing out? If I miss this Instagram post, am I missing out? If I'm not on this group, am I missing out? Now, why do we feel this? It's because we're externally stimulated. Our happiness and our success depends on what other people think of us. Why are we trying to copy others when others itself don't know what they're doing? Some people might call me out on this, and I'll be very honest with you. I have a people-pleasing personality. It's in me. I can't help it. So when someone says you're looking for recognition or validation by posting this video, I might be. Subconsciously, I might be. I don't know. I don't care either. Now, another thing I heard in Sadhguru's video was this brilliant analogy he gave, and I'm going to give it, but in my own way. So there's this guy. His name is Supandi, okay? Let's just call him Supandi. And he's got a really good job at Google, like damn good job. So he starts working and he's trying to find his working table. So he first sits at his desk, then he moves to the corridor, then he moves to the garden, then he moves to the backyard, and then he finally settles down in the toilet. Now, people are coming and going like, what's up with this guy? Why is Supandi doing this? So they go to the human resources department. Now, the HR guy, he walks in. And he acts casually, doesn't want to make it seem obvious that he's here to ask him. So he just sees Supandi working in the corner. He's like, hey man, why are you working in the bathroom? Supandi says, I've worked everywhere. I worked in the corridor, I worked at my place, I worked in the backyard, I worked at the garden. But the toilet is the only place where people actually know what they're doing. Okay, so when I was editing the video, I realized that I gave you all the details about FOMO. I gave you what it is, what it does to you. But I didn't really give you a solution as such. Try gratitude. I know that sounds kind of corny, but hear me out. Look around you and then see the things that you might have taken granted for. Example, your home, your family, your friends. And now suddenly imagine that all of this is taken away from you. Sad, isn't it? Now this exercise seems kind of silly, but research shows that when we take cherishable moments and cut them out of our lives, we tend to appreciate them more. And when we appreciate them more, that makes us grateful, that makes us happier. But in all honesty, it's easier said than done. I can stand here in front of a camera and tell you, just don't give a damn what other people think. Don't pay attention to this. Don't. But I do too. Like, it's a fact of life. We can't help it. We're human. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Try this exercise that I just told you again. See if it works. So I think the quote at the beginning of the video needs a little bit of an update. It should say, in the 21st century, I think, therefore I am no longer applies, but rather, others are thinking of me, therefore I am. Thank you.